Hello. Okay, so like I did last week, it is the night before Vlogmas Day 19. It's still the 18th. Vlogmas Day 18 has just finished exporting, so I'm about to upload it. I'm still watching Love Actually. They're up to the nativity play presentation school thing at the end, so I'm almost done with it. But I've got a brownie, I've got the candles in the fire going. I did have my new fresh balsam candle going, but I burned that out. I don't want to burn it for too long at a go, or I'm gonna burn through my two new candles really quickly. I want to try to make them last. But yeah, I'm just having a very cozy evening, and since I'm not entirely sure how much I'm going to get up to tomorrow, I figured capturing a little bit of extra vlog content tonight couldn't hurt. And no one complained about it last time. So yeah, I'm going to get back to watching my movie. It's only 8:30, so the film will be done before 9. So I'll probably watch something else while the vlog uploads onto YouTube. I want to get that uploaded before I go to bed, and then I have an hour left in the book that I'm reading, so I would like to try to finish that tonight before I go to sleep so that I can start a whole new book tomorrow, because I've got so many books on my Kindle and most of them are Christmas books, so I kind of would like to read them before Christmas, and I don't think I'm going to get them all read before Christmas. I'm not even sure if I'll get them all read before New Year's, which kind of feels like the end of... So I should stop talking and finish this film so I can get into reading sooner, but I'm just going to do a bit of knitting while I watch some more TV. So welcome to the vlog, and I hope you enjoy a little bit of extra coziness in this one.
When everything is white, glimmering silver white, and stillness fills the night, it's Christmas, a winter wonderland, a snowball in each hand. Take me away, Christmas Day. There's joy in the air, family's near. We give thanks for this past year. Oh, nothing compares to the love that we share. Oh, what a bliss. A green red delight with glimmering silver white. You dazzle us all from big to small. Warm laughter and white smiles, red presents stacked in piles. Take me away, Christmas Day.
Welcome officially to Vlogmas Day 19, since I started yesterday. I'm a little sleepy because I stayed up too late reading. Big surprise. Finished the book that I was reading yesterday. Started reading a new book. Never a wise idea. Intending to just read for a couple minutes, just to get a taste, just to see what it would be like, what I could expect for reading today. Yeah, like 1 o'clock rolls around and I'm like, no, really, like you have to, like, literally I said, I'm just going to finish chapter 1. Like I was clearly, well enough into it. I knew I had to be I saw I was getting close to chapter 2, that I'm just going to finish reading chapter 1. And I set it counter thing at the bottom. Normally I have total time remaining, and I set it to time remaining in chapter. And I just keep reading, and I'm reading, and I'm reading. And I'm like, there was only supposed to be 2 minutes left in chapter 2. And then I look down at the counter, it says 25 minutes left in chapter. And I'm like, hold on a second. And so I tap it and like scroll back a bit. And yeah, I just breezed straight into chapter 2. Didn't even read, like wasn't even paying attention. But it's such a cute story. I'll probably talk about the books I've been reading lately in tomorrow's vlog. I'm not going to ramble. I need to go make food because it's 12:30 and I haven't eaten yet. So I've just been, first I was watching Tamsin's Vlogmas in bed, and then I got back to reading. And yeah, next thing I know, it's like 12 o'clock and I'm starting to feel hungry. And it's like, yeah, because you haven't eaten anything today. So I need to go do that. But first, we've got box 19 and nothing's rattling. I think it's gotten stuck. Yes, it's very wedged in there. Oh, and it's the Fenty Beauty mascara. I'm looking forward to trying this. I'm actually really tempted to start trying this one. Actually, I haven't done my mascara yet today. Okay, let's just open it. Just open it and put on. Ooh, that's an intro. I think I remember this now. So in the one direction it's flat, in the other direction it's oval. So it's a very unique shape. I just happen to have a little compact mirror out here at my desk. Let's see. Okay, so there's with and without. I think it's pretty nice. Definitely lifts. Got a bit of volume. Definitely pulling out. Definitely it's, maximizing the length of my lashes, which again, the length is not from the mascara. The length is from the Lettters that I use. I do use a lash growth serum. But I like how you can kind of flip the angle of the wand to kind of get more length or get more volume. It's not too big of a wand, so I can control it a little bit more. It doesn't like just get every lash all at once. I can like work on it and build it. So yeah, okay. I love the packaging, the kind of champagne, not quite rose gold, but not quite champagne gold, like somewhere in between. Very nice. Okay, so now that I've applied the only makeup I'm going to apply today, I'm gonna go get some coffee and get some food and go back in bed. I've got 3 hours and 21 minutes left to this book, and I will check in with you guys later and we'll chat some more then.
Christmas lights fill the city. There are people everywhere. The snow is falling white and pretty as I stroll on my way to you. How will you feel about packing up today?
course, as soon as I turn the camera on, I get a flashing battery light. We'll see how long this lasts. The sun has gone down. Still a little bit light in the sky, but it is getting darker. I've just been reading on the couch. I'm tired, so I'm not reading very fast. So it's saying I still have an hour and like 20 minutes left in this book. But the book I'm reading is by the same author who did the Christmas Tree Farm book, and I absolutely love her writing, so I'm not in a rush. Like, I'm wanting to really enjoy it, but I needed to get up or I was in danger of falling asleep. I was a little too comfortable on the couch. I also wanted to get up and get an edition for my planner. I have printed off my year compass booklet for 2020-2021. I've done a video on this before. I think the last time I completed one was at the start of 2019. I meant to do one for this year and I didn't. First I was busy with Tamsin's visit, and then as soon as she left, I got sick, and then it was like February and it just didn't get done this year. I did one last year for 2018 going into 2019, and I think part of why I didn't push myself to do one this year was because last year it didn't really go so well. You know, I filled out my year compass and I was so optimistic and I had all these big plans, and then my relationship ended after 5 years, and yeah, like bad things that I hadn't expected happened and good things that I hadn't expected happened. Like, I'd have to go back and look, but I can't even remember if I mentioned publishing my first book as something I wanted to do in 2019. And so I feel like the one that I did in 2019 was a bit of God laughing because I made plans. And so this year, I don't know, like, I don't want to end this year feeling like it's just all been bad. Because like part of the year compass is looking back at the previous year and everything that happened, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So it's things like 6 sentences about my past year, the wisest decision I made, ... the biggest lesson I learned, the biggest risk I took, the biggest surprise of the year, the most important thing I did for others, the biggest thing I completed. 6 questions. What are you most proud of? Who are the 3 people who influenced you the most? Who are the 3 people you influenced the most? What were you not able to accomplish? What is the best thing you discovered about yourself? What are you most grateful for? And then like there's a whole page of just what are the best moments? Describe the greatest and most memorable, joyful moments from the past year. And like, as hard as this year has been, there've been a lot of really good things this year as well. And I want to make sure that I'm writing those down and I'm not forgetting those things, and that I'm acknowledging the things that didn't go according to plan or that didn't work out quite right, but that I'm also acknowledging the things that surprised me and the things that kind of I wasn't expecting to happen. Like, I wish I had done one at the end of last year, beginning of this year, to acknowledge everything that happened in 2019. I kind of feel like 2019, I look back and like, I feel like the 2 things that just really define it are the breakup and having my heart broken, and then publishing my first book. Like, those are so like opposite in terms of the emotional response. The emotional response at the time, but also opposite in terms of the emotional response even when I think about them now. But I don't really like that, like the breakup is such a defining moment of 2019, because there were so many other things that I know happened. I just can't remember them. And so I don't want the pandemic this year to kind of take the positive moments and the lessons learned and the surprises and the joyful moments, because there were some of all of that this year. This year more than ever, it feels really important to be doing this kind of reflecting work before I sit down to like really plan out next year. This video isn't sponsored by them. I don't know why I feel like I have to clarify that, but I do. It's a free workbook that you can download. So in the previous clip, I showed you the web address. It's just yearcompass.com. You can also Google Year Compass and it's the first thing that pops up. And then it's a free download. You just select what size you want. You can get them as a printable, or you can get them as a digitally fillable PDF. And you can get them in different sizes. So if you want to print them out, so I was able to print them out kind of A5 size so they would fit in my planner. Because I think, at least for the start of the year, I'm going to leave it kind of at the front of the planner so that I can look back. Because after you look back at the past year, halfway through it then shifts to the year ahead. And you start kind of setting dreams and goals and intentions for the coming year. Dare to dream big. What does the year ahead of you look like? What will happen in an ideal case? Why will it be great? Let go of your expectations and dare to dream. This is what my next year will be about. You can define things in different areas. So personal life and family, work, studies, profession, belongings, home, objects, relaxation, hobbies, creativity, friends, community, health, fitness, intellectual, emotional, spiritual, finances, and bucket list. So you can kind of just set goals or intentions there. Magical triplets for the year. I really enjoyed doing this before, but these 3 things I will love about myself. I am ready to let go of these 3 things. These 3 things I want to achieve the most. These 3 people will be my pillars during rough times. These 3 things I will dare to discover, and these 3 things I will have the power to say no to. So you write down 3 things for each of those questions. And then there's more of those. So like 3 things I will do every morning, 3 places I will visit, and then 6 sentences about the year. And so it starts you off and then you complete the sentence. So they're not, what I like about it is they're not resolutions, and you can write these to be very flexible. I think that was my problem with doing it at the start of 2019. I don't think I was flexible enough. I think I was just holding on so tightly to my life with an iron grip that I just thought I could will certain things into existence, and it's just not how life works. I want to make sure that I'm putting in that for next year, I'm daring to dream, but that I'm setting actionable goals and that I'm building in flexibility, if that makes sense. So I just find that, I don't know if it's because it's that time of the month combined with it's like Christmas is less than a week away. I'm just feeling really emotional right now, and I want something to look forward to. But I want things to look forward to that aren't dependent on other people, if that makes sense. Like things that I actually have the power to go out and make happen. Like working on my books. I control if I sit down to write or not. That's not something that someone else dictates. That's a ramble, but that's kind of just where my head is at the moment. And I just thought I would mention it because I know I'm not the only one who's gone through a lot this year, good and bad. Despite all of the bad, I think there has been a lot of good for all of us. And sometimes you just have to look a little bit harder to find those things. So that's what I like about the Year Compass, is it makes you kind of really think back through the year. So yeah, I thought I'd mention it in case it sounded interesting to any of you and you guys wanted to do it as well. If you do, let me know, because I think that would be really cool. I think my question, because I'm in a kind of reflective mood, my question for today's vlog is, what is something from this previous year that just stands out as just a complete highlight of the year for you? The thing that when, years down the road, we look back at 2020 and everyone's like, oh, 2020, what a rough year. The thing that we'll kind of sit back and think, yeah, but it was also the year that that thing happened. For me, it's, I feel like the obvious answer is book related. It's watching book 1 do what it did. It didn't do a lot. It didn't, break any records, but everyone's response to it was, really amazing. And then book 2 coming out and getting the feedback on book 2 has been amazing. But book stuff aside, I feel like that's a professional highlight in a way. But a personal highlight, the thing that in a way wouldn't have happened without everything that happened this year. I will always think so fondly of the time that I spent with my parents this year. You know, they're the only people I really have been able to see all year in terms of friends and family. I'll just look back so fondly on each week that I went over and just spent the day hanging out with them, all the dinners that we had and the time that we spent together. Because in the midst of feeling like the world was falling apart around us, in a way I got closer to my parents this year, and that's been really, really nice. Yeah, so those are 2 things that I'll look back on 2020 and think, yeah, it wasn't that bad. Definitely getting to this point in the year and kind of counting my blessings. Yeah, so let me know in the comments what is 1 or 2 things from this year that are your personal highlights that you'll look back and think, yeah, 2020 was rough, but this thing happened and it was pretty cool. I'd really love to know in the comments. If you enjoyed this vlog, it's been a quiet one, I feel like, but if you've enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Vlogmas is rapidly coming to a close, but there's still plenty more cozy, relaxing, festive fun coming up, because I'm not going to be in any hurry to take down all of the decorations after Christmas. The tree could stay up for a little while. So yeah, subscribe if you're not subscribed. That'd be amazing. I'll show you what I get up to the rest of the evening, but it's just going to be a quiet one. I'm not sure what I'm going to put on the DVD player, the Blu-ray player tonight, but we shall see. I'll go investigate that right now because I do need to get something started. It's just about 6 o'clock. I will see you all tomorrow in day 20 of Vlogmas. I'm looking forward to another cozy day tomorrow. And yeah, I'll see you all then. Bye.